YouTube, how the heck you doing? We're back here with another draft from our early access event, and we're not necessarily showing this one off because of the gameplay, but more because I'm trying to get drafts out that are showing out the archetypes of what's really out there and what's around, just so that way people can get a chance to kind of figure out what's going on in the format early on. That being said, this was on our 17-hour early access live stream. My link will be in the description below for my Twitch channel, and there is some of parts of me communicating with chat. So if you have any questions, you should be able to see the chat on the screen as to what I'm talking about. Otherwise, guys, make sure you subscribe if you like the content, because there will be a lot more Kaldheim drafts to come. Like the video to help out with the algorithm, and make sure to leave a comment in the section below of what you would have picked during these drafts. Alrighty, everybody, here we are with another Kaldheim draft. It's crazy to not say Zendikar Rising. This Cosmos Charger seems pretty sick. Foretelling cards from your hand cost 1 less and can be done on any player's turn. I mean, it's a 3/3 flying flash creature too. Can't imagine this thing's not good. I'm just gonna take that. There's some other options, but all right. So I kind of want to go Foretell if I can. So I'm looking for blue Foretell cards, which are good. There is Ice Hide Troll as well, which is quite good. Shadow Sage, which is good. Bound in Gold, Bind the Monster. I think I'm just going to take Bind the Monster for now because it goes with my first pick. So we'll take this. I actually think this card's like really good, by the way. Yeah, I think the Elixir is gas. I agree. I'm going to take the Elixir. Let's see here. There's another Bind the Monsters in the pack. Kind of sucks we can't take that. We might be going blue-white again. I think blue-white's probably fine. This is just a card advantage engine that also saves you. I mean, it's either gain 2 life or draw a card, and both in draft are fine. Because the times, like the clauses where you gain life, and it's also passive, but the clauses where you gain life is the times you need it, right? Because if you're under your starting life total, that's when you're under pressure. If you're not under pressure, the card's always drawing cards, so it's just super worth it. All right, Bergstrider. If it was cast with blue or snow, it frosts. This looks at the top of our opponent's library. This is the boat that puts lands into play. What's this one? Target creature you don't control gets -2/-2 until the end of turn. You create 2. Wow, this card seems really good. Skemfar Elder Hall seems really, really good. Run Ashore, which I think this card's actually decent too. Probably looking to play another pretty controlling deck. I think I'm gonna take Jarl of the Forsaken for now. Yeah, that's probably the best card. There's a chance we go blue-black Foretell as well. Like a blue-black control deck. We go like Snow Foretell. I'm sorry, Chad. I can't take another Giant Ox for you. I've drafted too many of those today. I've drafted like 9 of those. There's Scorn Effigy, Rune of Flight, Skull Raid as well. I think Rune of Flight's actually pretty good. I think Skull Raid's actually pretty good too. I'll take Skull Raid for now. Alright, so it's Bind the Monsters versus Behold the Multiverse. There's also Gates, but I think Gates is kind of slow. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 and gets double strike. Yeah, that's not what we're about. I'm going to take Behold the Multiverse. I think this card is really good. I think Infernal Pet has been pretty impressive from what I've seen from it. It just seems like it does a lot. I think I'm going to take that. What else is in this pack? I don't really want the bird. Don't really want the lifelinker. Don't want active treason. Neither of these green cards do anything for me. Blast is definitely not. So Harbinger is the only other card in the pack that I would even want. Yeah, I'll take the pet then. So there's Mists of Liljara. This is a decent removal spell. Pilfering Hawk. I think I am going to want some form of snow in this deck, so I'll just take Pilfering Hawk. It's really good for the control decks to just loot away lands and stuff in the late game. Harald, King of Skemfear. Top 5 may reveal an Elf, Warrior, or Tyvar card. I guess I'll just take Demonic Gifts. And that card's like fine. It's not great, but it's alright. Pretty cool with Draugr Recruiter. Just as like a Gravedigger style effect to just produce some value in the late game. We just like grind down to a halt, and then I can just use this to get back, you know, 1 or 2 cards. I don't particularly want the Demonic Gifts, but I might as well signal to my left that black is not open. I've been cutting black for quite a while now. I haven't passed a black card in like 5 or 6 picks. I guess I'll take the Elder Hall just in case we do switch into green. You can take Faithful here. And finish it off with this. So what do we got? What's this? Oh, this is the thing that like returns everything, right? Choose a creature type, return up to 2 target creature from that creature type. From the graveyard to the battlefield. If the spell is foretold, return all creature types. All of the ones with that creature type. I mean, this is just like a game ender for our control deck, right? So it's like zombie. I can choose like cleric, elf, bird. Sure. Probably just gonna take this. We should get back like 2 to 3 creatures at least. We don't even necessarily have to foretell this in order to play it. Arnie slays the trolls. Oh, this is the fight one. Okay. I think that card's actually pretty good. Maja Breckguard Protector. Really not much in this pack for us. It's mostly just Ice Tunnel, it looks like. Squash in the pack too. Not in love with the Yeti. I'll just take the Ice Tunnel for now. Return target creature card from the graveyard to the battlefield. If it's an elf, create 2/1/1 elves. There's Bind the Monsters, Dogged Pursuit. This is just 4 mana Reanimate. So this is just Unburial Rites. Not in love with it. I guess I'll try it. There's also Bind the Monsters. Kind of wanted that. This is one that makes the Icy Manolith. I love that card. Oh, baby. Alright, we'll take Feed the Serpent here. Alright, Mists. Versus Hailstorm Valkyrie. I don't have much for Hailstorm Valkyrie yet. I just have the 2, right? No, I just have 1. Right, I think I'm gonna take the Valkyrie still though. Try to draft into it. Frostbite Arcanist I think is actually decent. Just in general. Alright, so here we have Inga Runeyes. I think that's like the only card we really want. I think Elderfang Disciple is just good for what we're doing. It's just Raven's Crime. Alright, so here we have Undersea Invader. I think we can take that as a game ender. I'm gonna take this boat. Okay. I'll get it in just a second. Let me finish eating first. I'll take this disciple. Alright, let's take this Raven's Wing. I think the Raven's pretty good here. Alright, so here we have... I think I want a Dogged Pursuit, actually. I think this card might actually be good. Oh, this is the black-green one. The rune is probably fine. There's also Infernal Pet, which I think is decent. Should take the rune for now. I think it's got a lot of upside. Especially, for instance, like with Elderfang Disciples and stuff like that. I don't really think there's anything in this pack that we're actually that worried about getting. So I'm just going to pick up the island here. So here we either have Skull Raid or we have Shimmer Drift. I think Skull Raid's a little bit better because we already have Frostpire Arcanist. We want to have a duplicate spell in our deck. And Skull Raid's just a late game draw too. It's an early game discard too. Not really in love with the second Pilferer's Hawk just because I'm not sure if we'll ever be able to actually cast it. Or use it, like activate it. So there's Rune Crown, which gets Rune of Mortality, which I think is actually pretty good. There's also another Rune of Mortality. Versus Infernal Pet. Kind of like all these cards. Don't mind Dread Rider either. I'm going to take the Rune Crown, I think. There's also Berserker. Will I ever cast more than one card in a turn? Probably. Take Rune Crown. I mean, 5 mana, 2/2 make a zombie menace is fine. I'll probably play that. I don't know if I'll ever actually be able to use a Pilferer's Hawk. I've only got 2 Snowlands. I'll take a Dread Rider. Very late game investment. Here we can take Run Ashore. I think we can play one of those. I don't think we're going to play anything in this pack. I'll just take Village Rites just in case. Recruiter's fine. Pretty low on removal in this deck. Not a fan of that. Oh man, that chair's loud. Yeah, just remind me 1 second when I'm done with this. All right. Let me make the cuts real quick. All right, so what do we want to cut here? Probably cut the Berserkers. I don't think they're that good. Probably cut the boat. We don't have that many creatures. Well, I have like a million 4-drops. I cut both the Gravediggers. Cut the Hailstorm Valkyrie. Arcanist, Run Ashore, Undersea Invader, Dread Rider. Probably gonna cut the Undersea Invader. Probably play something like this. All right. Anyways, for anybody who doesn't know, our newest raffle we're doing for Kaldheim, which we haven't even we're literally just starting it today. So I'm surprised you knew about it already. So the newest raffle that we're doing is at the end of February. We're giving away a bundle of I'm going to be giving away a bundle of Kaldheim. So just for the new set and stuff on release. So you are welcome to enter a raffle ticket if you would like. So every time there's a raffle ticket redemption, you didn't know? You had no idea what you were getting? Perfect. Every time there's a raffle ticket redemption, that will be basically exactly what you'll be entering for. At the end of February, we'll be giving it away. That's basically how it goes. Alrighty, everybody, here we are with game 1 of our blue-black control deck, I guess. Trying to figure out whether it was control deck or not. I can't really tell. Either way. First play being Rune Crown on 3 seems a little slow. It's a good thing we drew this Raven so we could foretell it. Okay, so we can haste something out here. I think I'm actually just going to play the Raven because I might just draw extra cards off of the Cosmos Elixir if I can manage to keep my life total high enough. Let's see how big the thing is that our opponent hastes out is. I think this is actually fine for us. Totally down to get milled. I'll play the Cosmos Elixir. Alright, so we gain 2. Okay, we got raffle tickets coming in. You guys can try to redeem them during like the intermission parts. Guess I'm okay with just killing this. Go back up to 21. All right, go back down to 18. I guess what I should do is play Rune Crown first, right? Go and get Rune of Mortality. Draw a card here. I will still foretell this. Go to 20. Disgusting. Well, hopefully they don't exile the Serpent. Or Feed the Serpent. I don't even know if I have a second Feed the Serpent in this deck. Skull Ray does not look good here. I guess this stems the bleeding on the ground at least. I don't think I have another Feed the Serpent. Not having another Feed the Serpent kind of sucks. I love stip drafts. Stip drafts are a lot of fun. All right. Big flying creatures is what my opponent has proclaimed. Do not like that at all. Man, I'm just dying. I mean, our opponent at least doesn't have lethal yet. We can just take. We can. This haste creature has been insane, by the way. This motivator. But we're taking 6, 7, 8. Or 6. Yeah, 7, 8. We can go block, block. I can't really attack all out. This doesn't have the activation yet. Might be able to just be annoying and kind of trade this for something. Alright, provoke the trolls is probably going to end the game. Yeah, I mean, our opponent just missed lethal. Just kind of weird, but that's fine. Oh, Black-Red looks great in this set. Also, the amount of times I've seen this dragon today is unbelievable. I've drafted like 5 times and I've seen like 10 decks with it. There's not even any creatures in my graveyard. Alright, we're dead. Nothing we can do there. Just got kind of housed by a dragon. Alrighty, everybody, here we are with game 2. This hand does actual nothing. I think I have to mulligan this. This hand is very nearly just as bad. I'm gonna put Haunting Voyage back. Can play Snow and then Disciple. Raven's Crime our opponent once. Maybe trade off something with Elder Fang. It's an elf, so when I bring it back, it makes 3 elves, and they discard a card. Very fun. I have another haste creature in front of me. Maybe hasting out giants this time, hopefully. Run amok. All right, our opponent knows what they're about. They're here to beat down. Discard Undersea Invader, sure. I will not block. All right, this is not good. I guess our plan is to block Immersturm Raider, trade, and then reanimate this 1/1, have them discard a card. Alright, they're not going to offer that. Sounds good. Guess I'm just playing this thing as a 2/5. The classic. Sure. Frostbite, that is fine. I'm gonna play this 2/5. Wow. I am flooding like crazy. Ah, yes. Unfortunately, I did not have the spell. All right, Berserker, Berserker. That's pretty bad. Oh, it's not looking good. I'm actually still gonna reanimate this. It gives me 3 bodies and a card. Honestly, the best we can tax our opponent's resources. The better we can tax our opponent's resources, the better right now. Inaga Runai. Sure. That Runai actually seemed like it would have been pretty good. They must have something pretty good as their last card then, if they're not willing to discard that. I don't really have a choice here. I think I'm just gonna block. Crush the weak. What the? Deal 2 to everything? Oh my god. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 for 2, cast for 3, 4. I don't know. I guess I just do this. Opponent's gonna play Fearless Liberator. I'm just gonna block it with Cosmo, or attack with Fearless Liberator. I'm gonna block with Cosmos Charger. All right, let's hope this works. At least eat the 2-1. We'll figure out an answer for this 3-5 eventually. All right, at least our opponent doesn't have a pump spell. We need some card advantage. 26, 24. What does this do? Scry 2, draw a card, then you reveal a giant. When you do, deal 2 damage to target opponent or planeswalker. Next giant you cast costs 2 less. That's fine. So this shocks me. That's fine. And it also scries 2 and draws a card. So it's basically just preordain that deals me 2 damage. Oh god. Shaking the whole foundation again. I will 100% make that. I'm going to be moving this helm over to this lifelinker and start attacking. I'm not trying to die here. Craven Hulk. Sure. I mean, the opponent's likely to block with the 4-4 and the 3-5, right? And if that's the case, then we get the best of both worlds here by putting this first. And we go to damage. Wow, this Jar on Forsaken seems crazy here. That's so good. Alright, so we lost Behold the Multiverse and Augury Raven. And our opponent milled in nothing of relevance. So neither of us milled in anything that was relevant. The old 5-6, I see. How about the old 3-7? Let's try with Cosmos Charger now. Dude, look at this guy. He's angry. Alright, discard, draw 2. Opponents have 15 cards left. I've got 20 cards left. This elixir should help catch us up the rest of the way. Probably gonna end up trying to burn him out with Dread Rider. And Tuskeri Firewalker. Alright. Equip this Cosmos Charger. I'm just gonna play this. This draws a card too. No cards for the opponent. Trying to crank up the pressure the best we can here. This 3-7 holds the ground against Undersea. If they attack with Tuskeri, they have to attack with everything, I think. What is it? Oh, Demon Bolt? Well, that's just annoying. Block like this, I think. Block like this. Yeah, these blocks look fine. If our opponent wants to commit to killing Dread Rider, then they're going to have to lose Undersea for it. Don't want to give them a free Demon Bolt. That was a very good boast. Fell Harbinger? Sure. That's not gonna keep up. Alright. I got it. Alright. Looking pretty good for us. Gain 2. Still have an exile card as well. Gain 2. Just gonna bind this. I'll take 2 off of it. Gain 2 back. Should have this game pretty wrapped up. They have to kill Cosmos Charger this turn. Sure. Mob. Just kill that. All right, let's get in the next one. Alrighty, everybody, welcome to game 3 of this Kaldheim draft. We'll go ahead and keep this. This hand's fine. So we can play turn 2 Foretell, turn 3 Infernal Pet, probably. Don't care too much about setting up a Rune to Crown. Alright, so our opponent foretold. I will also foretell. Foretell is a really good way to take care of not having a 2-drop. Looks like our opponent's playing some of that, like, garbage, snow, 4-color, yada yada deck. Yeah, I'll just play Infernal Pet here. Play Inga next turn. Scry 3, and then just trade with Packmate. Oh, baby. Our opponent is breaking their land. Okay, I will bind this and then play Rune Crown. Get to pump up Infernal Pet now. Grab Rune. Attack. Bind the Monster was a really, really good draw there for us. I think our opponent's a little bit in the tank now. Okay, fight my pet. I did not expect that. Let's see here. So what happens if we foretell... Is this 2 to make the zombie? Is it 2 to make the zombie, or is it 3? 3? Okay, perfect. We'll just make the zombie then, I guess. As long as 3 or more legendary creatures, as long as you control 3 or more legendary creatures, it gets +4/+2. And look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a legendary creature card from among them and put the rest onto the bottom. So it's a 2/4 that draws cards. I'm gonna attack. Just gonna exile it. I don't want to have to deal with that. If our opponent draws a bunch of legendary creatures, we're just gonna lose. How much is it to activate? 2? That's like such a good rate. It has to tap itself, I guess. Yes, as you can see, Frostpire is still bugged. I will play as though it is not bugged. I am an honorable person. Elderfang. Do this. I'm going to leave Elderfang Disciple on top. That way I can put the rune on it. We got Feed the Serpent in the Dirt and Infernal Pet. So I can't get anything back with... Oh, gross. No attacks? That's very strange. Now I can just Behold the Multiverse or Jarl here. Opponent discarded Recluse, has 4 cards. Snow and Zombie. All right, Bergstrider, let's see what you got. I got a 2/2 Death Toucher. 24/23. Behold the Multiverse should be pretty good here. What does this card do again? Deals 2 damage to target tapped creature. For each card you have drawn this turn, create a shard token. Otherwise, up to 1 target creature can't be blocked this turn. Whenever that creature deals combat damage, return it to its owner's hand. Okay, so he's gonna can return Bergstrider this turn, or a Narfi. I think that's fine.
I'll throw you.
Oh, just let's see here. I'm just gonna behold the multiverse here. I'm just gonna draw, see what's up. We'll do that. Draw this. Technico. Just get rid of it. I don't want this to continue. Okay, we kind of get the best of all the options here. Because now we get to kill Bergstrider as well.
That's new for me.
So kill Bergstrider, play Elder Disciple. Opponent discards a card, move Ruined Crown over to Elder Disciple, play a land. Actually, maybe we don't play land because we want to play around Skull Raid. So what's this? Fall of the Imposter? Boreal Outrider. So this is the one that whenever there's a snow thing played, right? Alright, so we've got a Foretail. Opponent has 1, 2, 3 snow, so they can bring this back to the battlefield. It's gonna be kind of hard to grind through that. Found a trade here. Not a problem. Just play 2/5. This thing wears the helmet really, really well. Sure, Packmate's fine. Opponent still has triple to bring this back. So at least it comes back tapped. They have the Anthem, so I can't really attack. I guess I could kill the Outrider that way. Oh, they tapped out. Double Foretell. All right. What do I have in the graveyard? I have Zombie Cleric, Human Wizard, and Imp. This is just Zombie. This will be Elf Cleric. So I guess my best play is to do this, right? Because when this dies, I inevitably get back a Cleric. My opponent can only take so many more of those hits. I mean, they can't really keep that kind of pacing up for taking damage. The Death Touch creatures are really helping a lot here. Oh my god. My whole room just made a noise. Something just happened upstairs. Alright, another Packmate coming down. Can bring back Narfi now. Foretell another card. I feel like my opponent isn't using these shards very effectively or using the Skull Raid. That's what I was afraid of. I mean, I've got Menace and Death Touch, so they don't really have good blocks. Right, I just kill them both. I just get to do this and bring back Clerics. And then they're back in the same situation again. Where we just keep loading up this disciple and attacking. That animation was nice, yeah. I like some of the new animations. I think they did a pretty good job with a lot of them. Alright, so even if they bring back the Narfi now, I kill both these. What is this? Other creatures you control get +1/+1 whenever land enters the battlefield. Create a white 1/1 warrior. Oh, man, my opponent has like infinite value. Scry draw. All right. Draw, probably a land. Yep. I guess the real question is how long can they keep up with Death Touch Menace, right? Because they pretty much have to double block here. Alright, so we just do this. Kill them both. Put the helmet here. Next turn I can play Rune Crown plus Dread Rider. Sure. So they keep making 1/1s. I think this is just fine. Foreign Clicks? Oh my god. What? What is my opponent's deck? There are so many, like, high-powered cards in this deck. I mean, that's fine. I will play this card. Vorinclex has trample, so I'm just going to take 8 to the face. Dream Devourer. Alright, so that comes in with 2 counters. They get to shard. Bottom top. Our bottom draw. So this one's actually lethal. Just making it impossible for our opponent to play this game. They get to bring this back, though. I guess I kill them both still, which is still fine. Play Pilfering Hawk here. Should be able to assemble lethal with Pilfering Hawk here by giving it Menace. And then draining with Dread Rider. And I just take 7 from Vorinclex and block everything else. I'll block with this 2/5. That limits the amount of ways that I can die. So my opponent has to have removal spell plus removal spell, and they've only got 1 card. Whew! We got out of there. Opponent had, like, the craziest rares we've ever seen, but we got out of there. Oh, I mean, it's Lotus. Alrighty, everybody. Welcome to game 4 with this blue-black control deck. We can keep this. So we can go Island Swamp, Fortell, and then cast Jarl the next turn. We'll keep this. It's kind of a slow hand, but it's not bad, per se. Unfortunately, we're on the draw. I think this hand is significantly worse on the draw than it is on the play. Alright, our opponent's AFK. Omega Creaky Chair. This format definitely seems like a slow one, though. From what I've been drafting from it, obviously. Unfortunately, we drew the rune, so Rune Crown kind of sucks. Sure, Draugr's fine. I'll just Jarl to trade with that if they don't activate it. Alright, I'll just play Jarl and make them activate it then. I'm okay with eating their whole turn here. Anything to slow my opponent down. Opponent's currently deciding whether or not they want to let it resolve and block. Sure. So they take 4. Or I take 4. Why would they take 4? Luckily I only took 1 extra. I'm actually going to play Rune here. I want to see if I can hit a foretell card so I can at least foretell something. They have a removal spell? Ooh. Nice. I'm glad we got to foretell that. Now we just go 5-6 on the Arcanist. I'll block again here if they let us. I get to play a 2-5 and then a 3-7. Very hard for our opponent to remove those. Our opponent is playing black though, so they at least have a chance. Wonder if it looks like they're playing Berserkers. Maybe they're playing Sultai. Okay, we're gonna take a ton of damage. If our opponent's activating, I'm assuming they're activating twice. Yep. Alright, so that's their whole turn. Not a bad situation for us. We get to just hold back now. Start locking up the ground. Opponent's gonna have to have an air force in order to kill us. Only down 9 points. Not too bad. If we draw the urn or chalice or whatever it is, we can start gaining back life. Oh, Kennel Master? Alright. Can't really make an attack here. Once again, no attacks, still holding down the ground. We have Behold the Multiverse coming up. That way we can actually start catching up. If they activate Draugr, we just throw the 2-5 and the 3-7 in front, and then we put the Death Toucher in front of Kennel Master. Doing a really good job catching up. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have Feed the Serpent. That's what I'm worried about. If they have double activation, puts it to 5. Alright, Pillar? Pillar's kind of annoying. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we'll just pass the turn here. We can bounce 1 to the hand, put 1 on top of the deck. Whichever one gets the most pumped into it. They still got 2 activations. 2 activations doesn't really change much, unless they want to give them both Menace. But giving them both Menace is basically a death knell here, right? I guess they could tap the Death Toucher. That requires one of their snow, though. They're constrained on snow mana right now. And I have Run Ashore, so I can throw cards back. Should be safe. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's a zombie. Alright, let's play Behold. I don't know if this Raven's good enough, but I'm gonna draw it. Just gonna bind one of these guys. Gets rid of one of the menace threats. 1, 5, 6, 7. Hold up Run Ashore here. Alright, so I take 4. They're going to tap one thing, tap another thing, give this menace, make it unable to be blocked. We should have the 2/5 left. We can block the Kennel Master, put Narfi back on top of the deck, and Draugr back in the hand, or vice versa. We do need to find our Feed the Serpent, though, to get rid of that. So they tap the Death Toucher, then they tap the 3/7 is my guess. Unfortunately, we're 1 mana short of being able to foretell there. Feed the Serpent is so bad for us. Yeah, I guess that's fine. I mean, they really just tap the Frostpire now, right? And they just attack in for 13. Guess we have to let that resolve. I didn't realize this thing... This thing seems good. Top of the library. Back in the hand. Guess we're taking 3. And 3 happens to be less than dead, so I guess that's at least good. We need to draw something here. Kennel Master is not good enough next turn. It takes up too much mana. This actually slows them down by a lot. It's kind of crazy that I just drew another land. I have 8, 9, 10. I scried 1 to the bottom. 11. All right, let's see what we can do. Depart the Realms. All right, I have plenty of mana to cast that again. So they just give this Menace. Is that what's going to happen here? We tap and then, yeah, give it Menace and attack for 4. All right, we're dead. Let's see. All right, I was going to say, our opponent's playing, like, real slow, but I wasn't sure if maybe they didn't see it. Just wait it out. All right, let's... It's the same person. This is the one thing I don't like about early access. You just always end up playing against the same person. We keep this. Like, we just know we're playing against, like, blue, black, snow, whatever again. Opponent's deck wasn't particularly fast, so. Oh, man. Opponent also plays, like, hella slow. I'm all about those quick games. I like to play fast. I'm being held down. Alright, foretell Skull Raid. Let's just play Rune Crown here. Alright, so next turn we can foretell Return Upon the Tides and then Skull Raid them. And then after that we're playing Draugr's Helm to make a zombie. Well, now we're just grinding 3, right? Do I want... I actually don't think I want any of these lands. I'll block here. Down to trade. I have Return Upon the Tides, so I can always bring it back. It's just another Scry 3. Okay. Alright, so play Draugr's Helm this turn, make a zombie. Dude, chat, my chair is cracking so much. Must have been that extra quarantine poundage I put on. Alright, so we have established a 4-4, so man, I hate playing against this thing. I don't have any way to beat it. I don't have any like Raven forms. So they're just gonna tap my zombie. Guess that's fine. Sure. I'll Skull Raid here. I also think I'm gonna bind the monster and also foretell Return Upon the Tides. I'm gonna make it hard on my opponent here. Man, Icebind Pillar is gonna be hard to beat though. These equipment are just gonna be really bad. Village Rites and Draugr Helm. Alright. Let's go ahead and hit that. That's fine. Let's go ahead and foretell this. Opponent's gonna ice bind my zombie again. We have feed the serpent to take care of anything big they might have. We're gonna go ahead and tap this. So then I no attacks, play this. Play Coma's Faithful, move the Death Touch here. To the 5/5, and then I'm gonna move the Helm over to Faithful. That way we can't get blocked by just like a 1/1. Split up the equipment here. 3/3 Death Toucher or a 5/3 Menace lifelink. Play the Disciple first. I do have an Inga still in the graveyard if I want to return it. That might be worth it this turn, actually. Just as a Scry 3. Feed the Serpent? Alright, that's fine. Elder Fang Disciple trigger. What is my opponent discarding? I feel like they have the Narfi. Just the way they've been playing. Binding of the Old Gods. Alright. They discarded Giant Amulet. Yeah, I'll just send for 3. That's fine. Let's go for it. I want to scry 3 here. We're playing a value game, so I want to make sure I have value. I don't think I want Pilfering Hawk. That's too slow. Take Behold the Multiverse, though. We can foretell it, equip Rune Crown, and cast it. So we just equip Rune Crown to Elder Fang Disciple. Unless our opponent gives us a reason not to. Bind the monster my 3/3. I gain 3 life off that too. That's the best part. Spread out the damage here. No taps. Interesting. What does my opponent have if they didn't want to tap? They have something for... They have something for 4. Or it's a blue. They need a blue in order to do it? Is it a... Maybe it's the counter spell? Don't want either of those. No taps again. Interesting. I guess I'll just equip this then. I don't have to make a play. I'll just foretell this. Opponent's mana is definitely contorted here. No plays, no taps. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, I guess I do it this way, right? They have to tap the Disciple? Maybe they just gave up, I guess. run ashore? Sure. Which one's being put on top? The Inga? Yeah, I'll put it on top. Oh, I have to search for that. Wait. The 2-2 got put on top? Or the 1-1? Interesting. I didn't know that was going on top. I swear to God it had to. The arrows were going the other way. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. I'm losing it, chat. Sure. I'm just gonna exile that. Four. I get to play this. Sure. Just exile this. Play this to scry 3. I mean, I guess I'll leave this on top. And just in case I do lose control of this game somehow. Alright. Equip here. Alright, equip here. I still don't know what this foretold card is, but I just don't care. It's like my opponent hasn't done anything for so long. And that Icy Manipulator makes it so hard to play. All right, everybody, here we are with... Whoa. All right, here we are with game 6. I think we can keep this. I think we can slow play the Behold the Multiverse. All right, well, we don't need to slow play it anymore. Don't worry, love. The cavalry is here. Never punished? Exactly. We know what we were doing all along. Alright. Coma's Faithful should help a lot with this, just in general. We might be in a situation where Skull Raid's actually pretty good here. We might be able to Skull Raid the rest of their hand. I'm gonna block here. They boast, hit land. They already played land this turn, which is a misplay. We mill 3. Yeah, it's this 2-2 that gives haste, I think, is 1, extremely annoying, and 2, very good. They foretold a card? Alright, sick. Get rid of these last 2 cards, opponent. I am done being attacked by red-black decks. Put those in the graveyard. Big hammer in the graveyard. Alright, let's play the Scry 3 guy. I definitely don't want land. Probably don't want rune. I am okay with Feed the Serpent. Alright, we will discard these 2 lands. Pretty happy with that, actually. Our opponent's foretold card was Skull Raid, so that's actually super good for us. I think we just attack for 3. I'm going to foretell this, and then depending on what our opponent does, either play Jarl. If they attack with this 2/2, I'll trade, or I'm just going to behold the multiverse. We'll see how bad the thing is that they haste out. Watch him play like a 5-drop and haste it. That's pretty big. And they don't even have to haste it. Yikes. Alright. We'll play Jarl and block the 3/2 still. Just take 5. It's fine. Alright. Let's try to hit a land here. Oh, Cosmos Elixir? I am so sold. We'll get that online now. I'll heal up 2, then we'll heal up another 2. Be back at 11. We'll get a chance to kill this thing. We can play Elder Fang. To play Elder Fang Disciple now? Alright, and we feed this to the Serpent. Attack for 3, gain 2, go to 11. Alright, we're way ahead now. Out of cards, but way ahead. Alright, Frenzied Raider, sure. I'm gonna continue to attack here. I'm gonna play around Skull Raid by holding this land. I'll take 2. I mean, they're not doing us any extra damage here. Oh. Okay, so we've got 1 cleric, 2 clerics. Otherwise, it's... Oh, no, we've got... We're going to choose creature type cleric. Get back Faithful and Jarl. I don't think we need to attack their hand anymore. Dude, the boats. There they are. Opponent has removal. Okay. Sure. Can't really play around that. Just play land now. I should still play around Skull Raid, but whatever. I played the land already. I think I just want to make the attack with everything. Figured I was going to get a point there. I go to 16. Play the Raven. Alright, so what's in the graveyard? Run Ashore, Draugur's Helm, Jarl. Alright, we'll play around Skull Raid like we said we were going to all game. Frostbite my 1/1. Alright. You got it, Chief. I'll discard my island. Nice. Everybody's learning the new cards. I am playing blue-black. Yeah, it is much worse than what you are expecting it to be, but it is still pretty good. Alrighty, everybody, here we are with game 7. This is a super risky keep. There's a lot of upside to keeping this. It's really greedy to keep this. I think I'm going to anyways and see how it pans out. This is really greedy, though. Definitely shouldn't be doing this. Oh, if it was bolt discard, yeah, it'd be really, really good. Alright, our opponent mulliganed. Hopefully they're not on a hyper aggressive deck. We do have a lot of card advantage if we can hit our next, like if we get to Inga, we can just find all the rest of our lands that we need. We get to go Cosmos Charger, and even if we don't, like we foretell Cosmos Charger, and even if we don't hit Swamp and we just hit Island, we can just play Cosmos Charger. And then we can start foretelling like Skull Raid and stuff. I also think Cosmos Charger is just our strongest. There's a 3/3 Flying Flash. Very good. Alright, we'll go ahead and foretell. Now we can play Rune Crown to get the rune as well, to draw a card. This enchantment basically says draw a card on it. Oh, that's really good. I think I just want to play Cosmos Charger still anyways. Whenever you cast the second spell each turn, create a 1/1 white spirit. Oh, that seems very good. Let's go ahead and scry 3 here. Don't really want Dread Rider. Do want Behold the Multiverse. So we'll leave it like this. In for 3. Yeah, never punished. Exactly. Yeah, I agree. I think that card's much more like, yeah, like Raminap Runes. I mean, Raminap Runes is also good. What is this? Whenever another angel or cleric enters the battlefield under your control, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness. As long as you have at least 7 or more, then your starting life total. Creatures you control get +2/+2. Oh my god, all creatures? What? That's insane. Yeah, that is gross. Search library for rune. Draw a card. Put the rune here. Attack. Don't really want to let my opponent gain a bunch of life. Yeah, more stuff for mono white life gain. I agree. They've gotten a lot of support from this set. I think I'm going to take 1 for a while off of this. I want to keep Cosmos Charger around. It's very good. This is crazy for an attack. Does our opponent have Run Amok? Frostbite? Oh, I'm totally down to trade here. 2 for 1 right there like that? That's fine. Then we have your upkeep. You lose 1 life unless you sacrifice a creature. So I will decline to sacrifice. And I will play. Oh, I played the wrong card. Whoops. Huh, that's kind of awkward. How do I want to do this now? Guess having a 1/4 Death Toucher is fine. I don't want to play Draugur's Helm without making the zombie, I don't think. Maybe I do. You know what? Yeah, I do. Because then I get the trigger off of Infernal Pet. And then I can still foretell Skull Raid. Block the Angel? Yeah, I'm definitely blocking the Angel if they give me the chance. But I don't know if they'll give me the chance. I can take 1 for quite a while. You think Cleric life gain might be better due to Veto than Mono White life gain? Maybe. I'll decline to sacrifice. All right, let's cast Skull Raid on our opponent. Frostbite and Firewalker. I'm gonna do this. If they have the Iron Judgment card, then I'm fine with them killing it. Demon Bolt, sure. All right, no attacks. I mean, we've got our opponent pretty much locked up right now, so they can't actually attack. And we get to get another skull raid off this. I will decline once again. Just play this, I think. Get a skull raid. No attacks. Our opponent doesn't really have a good way to gain life. They don't have a lot of clerics or angels, which is great for us. We go ahead and do this. Once again, decline. Let's just make this thing huge. Should have done this first. I'll attack for 4. If they attack with everything, I'm just blocking the Firewalker at this point. Will not sacrifice. Seven, 8. Okay, so we can attack like this. How much damage do I have here? 4? I'll put this back on top. Well, I really want to kill this, though. I want to deny the card draw. No, this is fine. 3, 2, 3. I will put on top of their library. So, okay, so target online permanent on top to the owner of its library. Put this there, put this here, kill the angel, kill the whatever spirit. And then play Island and Coma's Faithful here. So we know what they're drawing this turn. All right, turn that thing into a 4-1. I'll block like this. Can't believe they haven't surrendered. Yeah, I'm pretty surprised. All right, they're out of here. I was pretty surprised they didn't just give up too. Yeah, I agree. The run ashore definitely should have been enough. You spelled it wrong. Come on, chat. Alright, everybody, here we are with game 8. I think we keep this. We'll just foretell this on 2. We've got removal spell on 4. We've got this card on 3. This card's actually, like, against aggro, I think it's pretty good. You just play it and it gains life. We'll eventually... Can I foretell that, please? We'll eventually foretell Haunting Voyage here. Inevitably, we'll go for all of our clerics or whatever. Yeah, Feed the Serpent is instant. It's very good. If our opponent doesn't do anything, then we just play Behold the Multiverse and then foretell. They did foretell one card, so it's a pack mate. I mean, I'm down to trade here. Oh, opponent wants to exchange hits. All right, I'll play this to scry 3. What's our next turn look like? So we want bind the monster here, I think. So if we go to 5, we play this. We're on 3 lands. We play this. We foretell this. We have this in hand. I want all 3 of these on top. If they kill Coma's Faithful now, that's fine. If they mill it all off, it's fine. What does this do? Destroy target non-land permanent. Alright, so they're milling us. Sure. None of those cards really mattered that much. Wow. Alright. Sure. Let's play the value game, opponent. Cosmos Elixir is gonna be a hell of a card for them to beat if they can't do damage to me. I will 100% block. I don't think they have a get wrecked emote. Sorry. I need a land, that's the problem. I'm choked on mana right now. Totally just trading here. Jarl essentially says draw a card right there with that play. Opponent has 7 mana in play though. I can exile this. Let's see here. If I... What's my graveyard? No Skull Raids yet? Yeah, I'm down to just exile this. I'm drawing enough cards. I'll hit lands as we go. Just keep spending my mana efficiently. I'll foretell this soon. Currently got 1 cleric, 2 clerics in the graveyard. Another pack mate, 3rd pack mate? Oh, destroy my... No. Opponent. Why? Why you be like this, opponent? Put this into foretell. Play this. This is another cleric for us to get back. So right now we're just blocking. We're just building the graveyard. Essentially, we just get another trigger out of this now when we bring it back. What does this do? Creatures you control are every type. The same is true for creatures you control. Creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. Make a 2/2 shapeshifter creature token. Interesting. I mean, I guess I'm just gonna play this 3/7. Fine. It's not a cleric though. This is gonna be hard to beat. this Maskwood Nexus. What is... Oh, no, a fight spell? Alright, fair enough. Add 2/1 counters on a one target creature you control. You can life with... What's this? Alright, 16, 18. Land, Ruined Crown. Get the rune. Foretell this. Play Hawk. Getting kind of owned by my opponent here. I think they have all 5 colors too. 1, 2, 3, 4. They have, yeah, they have 4. It's not looking good. I think I just have to cast this for Cleric. Is Bird really better? Bird? No, it's not. Bring back all the clerics. Bring my boats in. Opponent only has 11 cards left. They're going down to 8 cards after they mill. Go like block, block, block. Block, block. Go to 11. Take 7. Go to 4. Play Owl, or play Raven. Play Cosmos. Still have... Ooh. Oh, a hammer? That's bad. It's gonna give our opponent a lot of extra damage. If I go like block, 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 I take 3. Oh my god, another Slays the Trolls? Jeez. I take 7, 10, 7. I take not quite lethal this way. If I block like this. That's the only way to not take lethal. Our opponent's deck is crazy. Alright, let's hope for a miracle. Well, that's not a miracle. Next. Still not a miracle. Oh, I totally just played that through the bug on accident. Wasn't even paying attention. Is there any way I can survive? I don't think it matters. No, there's no way we can survive here. Oh, Waking the Trolls. Wow, our opponent's deck is insane. That's like the greediest pile I've ever seen, but that is sweet. I will say, though, chat, I was pretty happy with that deck. For how bad it was going in the beginning, I think we did all right pulling it back for how bad it was going in the beginning. Yeah, I think this is like a pretty decent example of just like a blue-black control deck that can kind of just, you know, keep value and hold on. Yeah, I think 5-color value is a solid looking in the format. I just don't know if it's always good. It's kind of very inconsistent from my experience so far. Maybe you can draft some things that kind of get you there. Our opponent did have the removal spell for the Cosmos Elixir here, which was one big thing that really changed the game. And then they had their giant artifact as well. But yeah, I think that this deck is definitely something you could use to rank up. It's got plenty of removal, and I think you could even draft more removal, making a case for like more Feed the Serpents or Way Downs, just the black removal spell. But yeah, I think that this archetype actually has some potential, so I'd check it out.